Famed, of course, for my unique red skin and unparalleled skills as a general of the House of War, I, the Red Prince, was raised within the vast palaces of the fabled Forbidden City. I was destined to become the next emperor. But my ambitions suffered a bit of a setback when I fell from grace for cavorting with demons. Now, I'm exiled and hunted by assassins. But I assure you, I remain undaunted and as determined as ever to claim my rightful throne.
I used to be a slave, kept under the thumb of the master, the bastard that made me hunt down my own kin. How did he do that, you ask? With the living scar you see on my cheek, this horror that takes no more than a song sung by Master Dearest to control my very thoughts. But now the tables have turned. I broke my shackles, and when I finally find him, I will make the Master sing a very different kind of song.
Once I was a crusader for the Divine Order. I pledged my life to Lucian the Divine. The war changed everything. He sent me to save the elves I grew up amongst. I arrived too late. Lucian ordered the use of death fog against the Black Ring, annihilating everyone I once knew in the process. Now I'm a mercenary killer, one of the infamous Lone Wolves. And my next target is none other than Lucian's own son.
I was just thinking about someone I used to know. My cousin. The Queen, in fact. A tyrant. I tried to stop her, but things don't always go according to plan. She cast me out to a forgotten island, and made short work of my allies, too. Lucky for me, I was able to commandeer a ship, and began a new life for myself, out on the high seas. Aye, but I hear that the Queen is at it again. And there's something darker behind her madcap schemes this time. If I don't stop her, I don't know who will.
My life, I've been a performer, a musician, beloved and celebrated by all. But I have a secret. I'm also a playground for sprites and spirits and worse. The voice that rings inside me now is darker than any that came before. Almost caused a bunch of my fans to rip each other to pieces. But you can trust me. I've got this under control. Step 1. Find out who, or what, is trying to take control of my mind. Step 2. Make it sorry it ever tried.
Don't stare. How would you look after eons in some ghastly crypt? Your people are rather prone to death. Mine are not. Yet when I emerged from my completely unjustified imprisonment, I found them gone. Our culture forgotten. Any trace of the world I knew all but obliterated. I must even hide my true face beneath an ever-shifting mask for fear you savages will attack me. That is how I wander this strange world. Trying to uncover the truth about a history you primitive people never even knew existed.
It all happened like I knew it would. A single drop of source magic. And, like flies to honey, the monsters swarmed. The rebel panicked. The carnage began. And the Magisters pointed their fingers at me. Just as I'd planned. I was shackled and collared, and sent to Fort Joy. I'd come here to kill Godwoken. But instead, I became part of their story.
So, still a bit groggy, are we? Don't worry. The sedative will wear off soon and easy now. No need to hurry. Get your bearings and report to me upstairs.
Well now, aren't you a curious sight? If I'd had a mask to hide my bones as well as yours, maybe I'd... Where'd you get it? There can't be many curios like that in the world. Ha! Fresh out of the crypt, are you? No, we are all walkabout like you still had flesh on your bones in your case. You even have yourself a silky mortal voice. How much do you think I get out? All I know is there are more like you, but sorcerers collared on this tub, all heading to Fort Joy. Beyond that still, you'd best keep that mask on. The living don't take kindly to seeing their future staring back at them.
And now you are silent. If only all humans were so thoughtful. An animal sty. Freight or food?
Shaking her fluffy coat, the sheep eyes you balefully, her rectangular eyes like letterboxes to the void.
Banded like a chicken's leg, but not much meat on your bones. Here, you're more animal than me. Sorcerers are
With two shakes of her stumpy tail, the sheep turns away from you to peruse her hay-filled manger.
You there. Come here.
The Magister Guard snorts and sniffles as he sleeps. You're almost impressed that one man can make such a phlegm.
Is my shift over? Wait, you're no Magister. You're a sorcerer. What are you doing here, filthy scrounger? Choose... Ugh, and it's about time too. The lads and lasses up there are getting lazy. Can't just leave the prisoner alone, though. I heard he might be the one causing trouble upstairs. That's all I needed to hear. Just don't let that caged rascal fool you. You can't...
Hey! Get me out of this cage and I'll make it worth your while. You in? Your guess is as good as mine. Someone screamed loud as a banshee. After that, pure pandemonium. They never even told me what I was accused of. Just dragged me down here. Set me free, and I'll set you free. A fair trade, I should think. A gentleman among jesters, you are. Give that lever a pull, and I guarantee...
The prisoner's buoyant voice darkens as his gaze finds the sunken hollows that once held your eye.
Ah, freedom. Tastes better than wine. I'm nothing if not a man of my word. And I did give my word I'd set you free, lad.
What would he have to gain by killing me? Strange forces are at work. And I'm back where I started. Nowhere to go but up.
Why, you're looking a bit more chipper. Yes. Look, there you are. Not too tight, I hope. The collar, I mean. Oh, not to worry. In the meantime, your next stop will be Magister William. All passengers have to be registered in the ship's manifest, and he's the chap in charge of the logs. You'll find him on the other side of this deck, in the officers' quarters. Is he? Oh, well. Some problems simply sort themselves, don't they? No. You're alive, and you're having a conversation. You are on a ship, of course, but luckily for us both, we're merely...
Index fingers pressed to her lips. She pauses a moment to give you a screw.
My word. You do seem a bit befuddled, don't you? Oh, well, I'm sure you'll soon gather your wits. Most likely. Eventually. In the meantime, a new life awaits, and if you're a particularly good boy, perhaps a cure as well. An end to Source. Why, for my peace of mind, of course. Why don't you try casting one of those Source spells of yours?
Currents of magic surge inside you, boiling, bursting, then breaking, only to fade back into your...
You better stop before you hurt yourself. All will, but no result. There you have it. See? The collar's function. It neuters you. For your own peace of mind, of course. Yours and the whole world.
A young magister stands pale and silent. Her knuckles whiten around her weapon as you pass.
Good God.
Behind the magister, a bloodied mass lies in a heap.
There's been a murder. A sorcerer was killed by one of your own. Lucky you were busy getting your collar fitted at the time, or you'd be a suck. Waters is investigating. She'll figure out who did it. Always does. You surprised? You're one of them. You know what sorcerers are capable of? Whoever did this found a way around their small ones this time. Thank the gods. We'll find out who did it, one way or another.
The hatch is blocked. I'll need to find another way.
That can't be natural. Ugly sight, isn't it? Burns me up this happened under our protection. We're extremely lucky no Voidwalker followed the source that did this. Finn didn't see it like that. He was desperate for us to help him. Two things scared the living daylights. We'll find out who did this.
She looks up at you with a mirthless smile.
I was on duty in your room when the murder happened. You were asleep the whole time. You're one of the only indisputably innocent people on the ship. Unless you can commit murder in your sleep. Finn was killed by Source. If a Magister could do that, there wouldn't be a Magister. It looks more like a passenger managed to slip their collar. And the rest. Listen, I could use someone to keep their ears open among the passengers. Sometimes they clam up in front of a uniform. Bring me a good lead, and I'll throw in a shiny gold coin for you. How about that? Thanks. I just want to catch whoever did this before they hurt anyone else.
Nothing to see here.
So, anything interesting for me? I'll take that as a no. No marks, no indications of a struggle.
Please, please, please!
I'm not suited for this. It's sea cow. Not haven't got any shears, have you? People these days.
One of us will kill our own, then pick it up one by one.
Ah, there you are. Husband. Would you please tell this very charming gaggle of not at all brat-like babes that I am by no account... How very correct you are, spouse of mine. Madame Josephine Gribbles de Peeb refuses to be... What? What's so funny?
Her pinched face cracks into a great grin, and she shoos the children away from her.
Yeah, okay, you found me out. Go on and git, and maybe I'll sing you something when I'm good and ready.
She turns to you, dark-eyed and dirty-haired, and smiles.
Gotta keep ourselves entertained, haven't we? You presume right. Nope, trying not to find anything out either. Ignorance is bliss. The utterer, the better. Thanks, but I already belong to an elite and exclusive ship gang. We play ball every day after lunch. You're too soft for it. You take care, though.
Suddenly, her eyes cloud to an unnatural black. Greyish veins run down her face, and her mouth tightens into a cruel sneer. As quickly as they came, the clouds clear. She smiles as though no—
Good luck, Chief.
Care about us. We're like cattle to them.
I'll give you that knuckle if you keep carrying on.
Name? Well, you aren't here on my list. Scram, eh? We're trying to catch a killer here.
Just skip to the part where I reassure you.
You! Sorcerer! Blood?
No. Mad. Insufferable, surely.
What are you trying to hear anyway?
I'll tell you if you can keep it quiet long enough for
You
me
one
to
of them?
listen.
A divine order loyal? They killed a sorcerer, you know. They'll hide the evidence.
A broad dwarf sits totally upright on the bench, eyes closed, palms face up on his knees. His beard is a cap. He raises an eyebrow as you approach, but—
Listen up, boy. You hear that?
His eyes snap open. He looks—
Murder? Ah, I wouldn't know anything about it. I kill a man. He knows who done it. His daddy knows.
His eyes flutter shut, and he assumes his position.
Whether they catch me is another matter, but I ain't one to hide my accomplishments. The ship, of course.
A wave of sound washes over you. The unintelligible chatter of your shipmates, the groaning of wood from floor to ceiling.
And? Sick as a leper's cat. From the state of it, I'd say she's being cared for by a bunch, but there's more. Listen close. There now, just like that. Squeak! Aha!
His eyes snap open as his countenance breaks into an expression of joy. One great
There. You heard it, didn't you? I knew it. I knew it. Aye, this is good news, boy. It's the wheel. The wheel. Don't you see, you beautiful idiot? Squeaks whenever the helmsman... Burn my beard. That means if we've been travelling for... Yes, only 10.34... Ah, so you've eyes as well as ears, eh? You'll go far, mate. Even here. Captain, actually. And that figure tells me we're getting close to...
The dwarf leans back from the table and strokes his beard, gold medallions jingling merrily.
That'll be all. Thank you kindly, boy.
Magister's more concern than your appetite.
Well, well. What have we here? A fresh face in this stale...
The lizard looks you up and down, like a farmer would a fetching horse. All of a sudden, he grips you firmly by the chin, with the intent of inspecting your teeth.
There's some discoloration, as well as a rather disconcerting lack of tongue and gums, but I've seen worse. After all, one can't expect to find prime merchandise on a squalid little ship like this. Now then, to business. You will answer me 3 questions. The first one is this. Can you cook? In which case, I take it your cuisine is limited to the introduction of eggs to hot water. On to the second question. Can you knit, weave? In short, tailor? Yes, I can tell from your vagabond chic, a bag is as good as a shirt kind of... On then to my final query. Have you the ability to administer the upkeep of one's personal appearance? Just as I thought. That explains what's besieging my nostrils. So, 3 questions asked, 3 questions answered. Let's evaluate. As per your own testimony, you have the taste buds of a dung beetle, the fashion sense of a monkey in a clown suit, and your person... That won't do at all, see? I'm sad to say I must deny you the opportunity to be my slave. Ever so sorry. I know, but you just don't have what it takes. Still, hone your skills, and one day you may just qualify for a position in a less
I'll give you that knuckle if you keep carrying on.
I spent my life singing for my slaves to bring me my supper. Finer fare. Meanwhile, the Magisters feast on honeyed meat behind this very...
You think me mad?
Mad? And suffering.
What are you trying to hear anyway?
I'll tell you if you keep quiet long enough for me to listen.
Nice. A scruffy man lounges against the wall with scarred arms folded. A sly smile playing on his face, he stares across at the Magister.
Watch your back, new fish. There's a murderer on board, and I'd bet 3 months' pay it's this tramp Ifan.
Rolling his eyes at the Magister's warning, the man named Ifan beckons again. He leans in and adjusts your collar with a sharp tug, balancing its weight so it no longer presses unpleasantly on your neck.
Pinches less that way, right?
Hocking a phlegmy gobbet in your general direction, the sullen Magister settles back to his task of glowering at Ifan. And now, you.
We used to know each other, more's the pity. I was his commander, many...
Standing far back from Ifan, the tight-faced Magister draws one finger across his throat. Ifan grins, flashing pointed white teeth.
Same as he was at 14 years old. Only difference is somebody gave him a bigger sword, and now he's Johnny Big Pants. No. The dead man. Finn, is it? I'd no business with him.
He glances over at Magister Victor, who's staring back at him with point...
Damn shame sheer annoyance isn't reason enough. Long story. Maybe I'll tell you about it in the Joy. Away from interested parties. The Joy, I've heard a lot. Nothing good. No surprise there, since Bishop... Wonder if we'll get to meet the Ringmaster himself. Easy now. I might think the same, but Vic here will blow a blood vessel if he hears you talking like that.
What are you conspiring about over there? You? What's your name?
Oh, don't mind him. Vic's just got a bee in his bonnet. And that bee is me.
Name?
Magister Victor looks at you suspiciously, then scrawls something illegible down in a tiny notebook. He's
away with you.
Ifan performs an elaborate pantomime of keeping quiet, one finger in front of his...
And if she tries to run, shoot to kill.
Never thought you'd end up a prison guard, Vic.
What on earth is the matter?
I knew you'd turn out drunk.
Murder man fell. And I suspect you know all about it. Do you? Well, perhaps you're absolutely right.
You've got this wolf on a leash now.
As soon as the Inquisitor gets here, we'll hang you right over the side of this ship with him.
Just skip to the part where I reassure you.
An elf sits tucked away in a dark spot, lazily rolling dice onto the surface of a barrel. They sound...
Snake eyes.
She chuckles.
I bet that's just what they'll look like. Rolling dice. Deciding fates. Don't worry, honey. It isn't yours.
She looks you up and down with the merest hint of a coy...
Never say never, though.
She eyes you quite seriously.
Not the future, no. But I can read the past in flesh. I could lick your arm and tell you how you spent the night before last.
She looks at you in surprise when you bare an arm of...
My. Guess I'll have to find out the memory from
She gives your arm a vigorous stroke of the tongue, efficient like a cat.
You were in a cellar with other sorcerers. You were desperate to speak up, to reach out, to form a connection with these strange creatures. But you were scared, terrified even, of what they...
She pats you on the shoulder consolingly.
There, don't you worry, darling. Your secret's safe with me. I don't lick and tell.
I know it.
Something has changed. You are you, but more. You are another, but... You look to your hands, your belly, your feet. Flesh you don't know, molded into unfamiliar shapes. You crave, your fingers trace a line from your head to your face, feeling not the creases of the mask, but the porous surface of new skin. You lower your arm. As the dead man's flesh slides down your throat, you feel his consciousness enter yours. His memories are yours to experience. Your heart is heavy. You know too much. It's all. A bright light blinds you, then fades. You feel a tremendous power in your hands, but there suddenly you're on this very ship, crouched in a corner, hugging your knees. A figure approaches, an older woman. She reaches a hand toward... The memories end. You are no longer Finn. You return to yourself...
One of us will get our own.
So, anything interesting for me? You got an elf for a friend, I guess. Please, don't tamper with the evidence. As for the older woman, I'll have to check out the ship's log. If she's aboard, I haven't met her myself. Must avoid us. If you meet anyone like that aboard, maybe you could talk to her. Casually. See what...
Here to register, sir. Good, good. Magister Williams is just... You faring okay so far?
He tugs the collar of his uniform and...
Sorry you're upset, sir. But we all wear what we wear. You head on in now. Williams will get you short.
They don't care about us. We're like cattle.
Keep those bubbles trained on her. And if she...
Standing at the center of the room, you spot a sorcerer haughtily eyeing a pair of nervous-looking magisters. They keep their...
So you admit it then? You murdered that poor fella?
Yes, I did. But of course, that was only the beginning.
She turns her head and looks you straight in the eye.
There are others whose lives must end.
Good God! The woman's mad! You there, sorcerer! Go and fetch Magister Siwan! We need to do more than collar this maniac. We need to shackle her.
It means your journey draws to a close. Do stick around for its...
She reaches for her collar and simply removes it.
I'm just about to create a scene.
Subdue her, men, quickly! If she casts source, the Voidwoken will come.
She smiles with wicked satisfaction.
Precisely.
Mask. She stole it. If these savages see me without it, they will have my skull for a goblet.
The young woman lies in a heap on the floor. She's breathing normally, but her eyes are wide open, like those of a corpse. She doesn't stir.
Oh! What? What happened? Must have been the You dare...
The lizard's eyes close as he slips into... The dwarf lies in a heap on the floor, his great beard twisted and tangled around him. He is stock still. You can't see if he's living or dead. Ifan lies motionless, curled on the ground like an animal. Under his shaggy hair, you can see green eyes fluttering as if in a nightmare. A low whine escapes him. His eyes flicker open, but he doesn't register your...
Lucien. Lucien.
Ifan cries out. Then his eyes fall closed again, no matter how much you shake.
No, not the final dark. Not yet.
Her hand lies limp in yours. She's too weak to stand.
The dice roll darkly. They're rolling for me.
The Magister lies on the floor, unconscious and bleeding from a... The hound paws desperately at its snout. It winces as it draws blood from its wet black nose and continues scratching. The dog notices you for the first time and snarls, the hairs on its back prickling.
You sorcerer!
It sneezes suddenly and paws at its nose.
Can't smell. Can't breathe. Too much sauce. Please, make it stop.
The dog whines and continues.
Not long before this thing snaps into splinters. Damn. That doesn't bode well. Onwards and upwards.
Thank gods! By divine grace, who was that hound?
He eyes the collar circling your neck and...
Another sorcerer! Even if I knew how to rip that thing off, I wouldn't. Some crazy banshee comes screaming through, and now we got void bugs swarming up top. So... Go on then. Find a place to hide.
The human's chief, Alexander. A curious name, but no more bizarre than anything else that species does. God damn it! I need to get off this wreck. And quick. Great gods! Something's pounding on the hull.
On the door was painted recently, judging from its pungent scent. You recognize the symbol immediately. You press your palm against the door to open it. Your fingers clack against the wood, and you suddenly feel grey. It doesn't budge. The door groans open, but an ashen shadow clouds.
Death fog? Good thing I'm immune. Still, this means trouble. So much for a peaceful stroll. That means there's still a chance. If you can walk, get yourself up the ladder. There's a... Wait! Void woken!
Useless bugs would sink the ship on my watch.
Let the games begin.
They who are about to triumph.
I thought Void Woken was supposed to be scary.
I've faced worse.
Magister Siwan.
She tries to speak, but can only gape as she clutches her neck, trying to stem the bleeding of a gushing. With jagged movements, she raises her clenched fist and holds out a length of cloth. Blood quickly soaks through the cloth. Magister Siwan's mouth opens and closes. It's working. The pressure is stemming the flow of blood. Siwan, something within the ship, snaps. The floorboards shudder. Siwan struggles to her feet, clinging to you tightly. The ship lets...
Ripping the ship apart.
I have plans for you, child. Rise.
Honorable Dallas, we lost a ship sailing sorcerer prisoners to Fort Joy. We assume some escaped and broke their collars. Their vile magic lured the Voidwoken. All who were aboard are presumed dead. Yours faithfully into eternity, High Judge Oriven.
Well, that was decidedly unpleasant. Am I the lone survivor? Depending on one's definition of survivor, of course. Ah, Brachus Rex. I've read his history. Quite gruesome, even for a human.
The child has a small mirror in his hands. He holds it up at angles, inspecting his eyes, his chin, the crown of his head.
I'm not supposed to talk to strangers.
The child considers your statement.
You're weird. Are you a sorcerer? One of those guys that brings the bad void things here?
The child looks at you straight on, unafraid, searching the shadows cloaking your face.
I don't see any source on you or me. I guess they're wrong. Or maybe you're right. At least they don't mind where anyone goes. They know we can't leave the island, and it's a lot nicer out here than inside. They're gone now. The Magisters took them already. I guess now they're cured. And maybe they're waiting for me back at home. But you didn't die. I guess I am, but it's just normal to be scared. Nowhere isn't scary. There isn't anywhere safer. That's what I mean. You'll see.
Void Woken. Those are the same beasts that sank our ship. Damn. They made it to shore. These bloody collars were supposed to keep those things at bay. Drowned and eaten by a Void Woken. I wonder in which order.
Here, Quercus. Another giant. My word, this blasted... What's that? Yes, I did see how it made short work of the Great Acorn, but that is no reason to trust it. Giants like that destroyed our forest. What? Dear me, have you taken leave of... Oh, I see. You cunning devil, Quercus. We need only follow in its big, wide shadow and be safe. Egad! It speaks our tongue, Quercus! Hush before... What do you mean a good time for introductions? You know full well who I am, you silly old cat. The great Solora. Oh, introduce myself to the giant. I shall do no such thing. No, we will have the giant march. In time. Now, onwards! Shield! Aye, the giant takes notice of its charges. Dear me, it has questions. Why, yes, I suppose answer. Speak! Shield! What are your queer... A giant body, but no giant brain. Surely, even the tall folk know that Rivellon was bare before the great acorn. Beautiful and perfect until the giant races, no offense, realized they carved the Irwood up and the forests shrank. But someday, the great acorn will fall again. The forests will be reborn. Oh, Quercus, it wants answers. As if it is the first creature. What tree did the great acorn fall from? Where did that tree come from, if not a greater acorn? Could you build a nest greater? Some questions have no answers. Quercus, the great acorn will come. It will destroy the world, and squirrels will reign supreme forever. What do you say, Quercus? We once believed it was good. No, quite right.
as terrible as the giants have been to us. Rather, we must find a way to live together in peace. Giants, and although it would be quite a bit easier to get along if the giants would stop turning, perhaps the shield will let them know as much.
You spot a strange lizard gazing over the water with a steady, malcontent stare. Yes, you recognize him from the ship. It would seem you're not the only one who survived. The lizard turns about with the graceful ease of a dancer, or a duelist. You lock eyes with his.
I did survive, yes. And chances are I wouldn't have, had you not returned to the... You have my gratitude.
Hand over heart, he salutes you with a bob of the head. More than a nod, though less than a bow.
Yes, I'm sure you've all the makings of a hero and all that, but now then, if there's nothing further... I'm sure I don't mean to sound condescending, but I had thought it quite self-evident I would...
He sighs dramatically.
Tell me, what do you see when you cast your glance over this ocean? Touché.
He looks out over the water once more, and so do you. A few
As for myself, when I consider this vast expanse, I see continents dotted with mighty cities, and shimmering along the soft curve of the sea's horizon. Of course, it's rather specific. Quite obviously, I'm musing over the very actual empire that I lost.
Suddenly, having all the air of being deeply offended, he stares at you with utter incredulity.
Well, don't just stand there gawking like an ape at an abacus. Or do you really mean to tell me you do the very same? I am the Red Prince, the All-Conqueror, though of course you know me.
There's a brief moment's pause, during which his grandiloquent pose...
That said, I suppose I must own up to the fact that I find myself rather in between. The grandeur that is my fate has hit a bit of a snag. But never you worry. For the throne I was destined, and my throne I shall... This and that. Tag along. Do you really mean to compare the fate of an empire? On the other hand, I really could do with a dog's body. And you've... Fine, I accept. On one condition. For reasons I'll not disclose right now, it is imperative that I should meet with a dreamer, one of the mystics of my kind. I've reason to believe one of them may be present on this island. Promise me we'll look for him, and I'll extend you the blessing of my company. Jolly good. The undead? Like your good self, you mean? Come now, did you really think a handful of linen towels can... But don't worry. I have studied the arcane arts for years, including necromancy and demonology. I do not hold the petty prejudices of common folks. In fact, I prefer this. So, now that that's settled, first things first. Even if you are as versed in the art of eloquence as I am, that our swords will be doing a lot of the talking from here on out, it goes... As a born fighter, I prefer the perfection of the blade myself. But I'm well acquainted with the secrets of magic, and yes, even subterfuge. Very well. Onwards then to victory or death.
The Red Prince nods and gives you a smile that wavers ever so delicately between courtesy and contempt.
Now, as you're aware, you'll be traveling with a prince. Proper forms of address include Your Majesty, Your Royal Highness, or if you're feeling particularly frivolous, Milord. As your luck would have it, I seem to be fresh out of luggage, so you... Of course, there are other forms of protocol to bear in mind, but I'll see to it you'll pick up the rest as we go. So, without further ado, let...
Ah, hello, small, furry creature. How do you do?
The cat's eyes are clouded and grey, but it stares at you with acute intensity.
What? How did I get... Hey, stop for... What? No, that can't be. I can't... Hey, stop. Huh? Yeah, fine.
The cat opens his mouth as if to speak, but his eyes lose focus, and with a...
I wonder where this leads. Boring. I've spotted something.
One must put in due effort if one is to reap the proper reward.
Hey, mister. It's a lot nicer here than that stinking boat, huh? I'm sure glad some of the others made it out alive too. Saw one of them wringing out their tunic at the One, two, I'm better than three.
Stay back, sorcerer, and stay silent. Our Godwoken speaks.
We know you've been helping sorcerers escape, Atusa. We have proof.
I'd sooner cut my tongue out than lie to you, Alexander. I know nothing of any...
If you can tell the Godwoken no more, your tongue is of no use. Cut it out.
This can't be serious, Alexander. Come!
You should know by now to obey your superior, Magister, whatever she may ask.
Stay silent, you!
Atusa pinches the tip of her tongue with 2 fingers and brings her dagger to its root. Her eyes squeeze shut.
Stop! My father, may his soul rest in peace, would be disappointed in you, Atusa. To think you would lie to his only son, your bishop, and your friend. The fate of our realm hangs in the balance. If you will not help us save it, then you will help the Void destroy it. Dallas?
Yes, Your Holiness?
I believe we're done here.
What a waste. Come, we'll be needed elsewhere.
The Lizard Magister, or what's left of her, lies in a puddle of gore.
She was a lizard, yet a magister. No matter her reasons, her penalty... Deplorable surrounding for an agreeable conversation, but go ahead. As am I. A prince should die of old age or on the battlefield. Anything else could be construed as weakness of character. That said, I've the distinct feeling I wasn't meant to die today. For despite your heroics, I was still cast into the water. I sat. There was something in the water. A voice made of air that soothed my flooding lungs. Truly, how intriguing. To hear a voice whilst drowning is a rather still. I wonder if...
He hesitates.
Are you a religious person? I'm rather relieved to hear it. Religious persons tend to be all too self-important in their... As for myself, I perform the ancient rites of prayer and ceremony with a kind of After all, when one is revered by many as a living god oneself, public deprecation would be needlessly self-important as well, wouldn't you say? There was a small incident which prompted my many rivals to move against me. Such a nuisance, the law. Quite necessary to keep the common in line, of course, but one such as myself, it should... What I meant was that, being authority, I shouldn't be under any thumb. Sadly, that enlightened point of view quite clearly turned out to be academic. If not, we wouldn't be having this very conversation. I hardly know you as yet. Let's leave some mystery in the relationship, shall we? We can exchange criminal records later. There isn't much to say, but for the fact that I simply must. It's the portent of it all. I can feel it. The revelation, and justified it is too. You will be a witness to wonders, as certain as the sun, such is my conviction. I will be, then grow beyond being.
Come on then, Lexi. Pay up.
I thought this is not your business, Long Pig.
Don't let this moss muncher talk to you like that. Especially a cheapskate like this one.
An intense-looking man steps between the thug and the elf and rolls up his sleeves, revealing well-muscled and heavily scarred arms. You recognize him. It's Ifan, who you met aboard the ship on the...
Just stand aside, won't you, mate? This is no business.
Lone wolves decide their own business.
The thug freezes in fear for a moment, before shuffling...
Pay up, elf. No one shorts Griff. Especially not one of you. Runs the kitchen. Means he runs me, you, and everyone else in camp. Everyone in camp's got to contribute. For food, for protection, no exceptions. Especially not for elves. Griff's orders.
Food? Protection? I have neither.
You two ought to be thanking your lucky gods it's us, and not the Magisters enforcing round here. A fool, never... Now come on, elf. If you make me say it again, there's gonna be trouble.
And neither will I.
We got a system. And it looks like you...
Not now.
Into the dark.
Indigestion, is it? Oh gods, not now.
Follow me, before more of them trouble us.
I've an errand to run around here first. I'll catch up with you there later.
Remember, past the kitchens, down to the beach, inside the caves there. There is a safe place.
Gonna pray all day, buddy?
Stefan rolls his sleeves back down and casually wipes some blood from his cheek. He nods at you, the shadow of a smile on his lips.
Good work there. Good work. I can tell you've got chops. Say,
He stretches out one rough hand to shake yours. He grips your hand tight as a vice and pauses. His fingertips feel your finger bones.
say, you don't look all that busy now that we're safely on dry land. I could use someone to watch my back. I've just got a small errand to run. And then I'll be looking to get the hell out of here while I've...
He shrugs, looking off to the side.
Mercenaries. It's a job. My job. Everyone needs to make a living. I make mine running errands.
The little black cat trailing you hisses at him, hair raising a ridge along its back. Without batting an eyelid, the man rumbles a lupine growl. He shoots you a flinty look.
Lone wolves only share such information with friends. Are we going to be friends?
He grins, sharp teeth glittering in the mid...
So, before we hit the road, it's best if we decide battle strategies up front. Should keep... Survival's my main priority. I'll use every trick in the book to keep us alive. But if a wayfarer's not what you're after, can do. Onwards.
He scans the horizon for threats with one green eye, then nods back at you.
Right you are. Lead the way. As soon as I saw that glint in your eye, I knew we'd make a solid team. I am too, I must say. Good to know someone's got your back when the going's tough.
Ifan shrugs off his backpack and reaches into its depths. After rummaging around, he holds out a tattered page to you, upon which you can see...
Have a read of my contract and find out. So, time to find this Boris fellow. Ah, you've read my contract. What does that look in your eye mean?
He raises an eyebrow and folds his arms, appraising you.
Me, not you. It's my contract, but you can come along for the ride. Good to know. And likewise, with whatever errands of your own you have. Tired of the view in here yet?
Seeming surprised, Ifan gladly takes the drink from your hands and downs a hefty glug.
Ah, that hit the spot.
He holds the flagon out to you. The alcohol hits you like the void itself. Your head spins and your feet feel unsteady. Suddenly, being stuck in a prison ruled by the despotic...
This reminds me of sharing Rotgut with Roost and the boys back at camp. Wish they weren't so far. So tell me, if we weren't stuck here, what would you be doing with your time? Not what I'd choose for myself, but you do you. Relic of flame. That brew went straight to my bladder. If you'll excuse me. I'd say we're making good progress already now.
He freezes and shoots you a wary glance, looking for all the world like a wild animal caught in the lantern light.
Well, why not? Go ahead.
Ifan begins counting on his fingers and muttering to himself.
43, give or take. Indeed. That's pretty much how I feel about it too. What else do you want to know? That I did. In Lucian's own army. Yeah. Stay out of their way. From the rank and file to the top brass, they're as ruthless as the wildest lone wolf. But the difference? A wolf never tries to hide what he... There's a reason I don't wear order garb anymore. But I don't like to talk about those days. Thanks for understanding. Now, let's keep moving. I'd say we're making good progress already, no? If you must. Not much, I'll tell you that. Why? What do you think of them? Huh. Sharp eyes, lad. But they can't keep the likes of us locked up too long, I'll wager. Come on, let's poke around and see if we can sniff out some blind spots in their surveillance.
Hey, I know you.
Losa, the dark-eyed jokester you met aboard the ship, waves enthusiastically and dips into a mop.
Back then, I was Madame Josephine Gribbles de Pube. You. Glad to see you made it. Nothing like a nice tentacle slap across the moor to set the tone for the week, eh? How'd you escape? I saw you fall. We all did. Thought you were done for. When we get out of this place, I owe you a pint. So you managed to swim to safety, is that it? What about when you were in the water? Didn't hear anything... I heard the same thing! Do you know what this means? It means I'm not the only...
Losa's voice catches in her throat. The joy drains from her face. Her eyes lose focus, and her whole... She is stock-still, waxy-skinned, her eyes dark. Greyish-black veins run from her eyes down her cheeks. Her head snaps to you mechanically, and her eyes lock with yours, dark pupils dilated into great black voids. Light suddenly flashes back into her face. The grey veins drain to pinkish flesh.
Anyway, what were we talking about? Ah, it's nothing really. It's just... I'm just a bit... well, a bit... hospitable? Ha! What I mean is, look, you've never been a host, right? That's 'cause you're like a clump of leaves. But I'm a roadside inn. Red door, flowers out front. Friend like a goddamn gold star inn for the disembodied.
She gives you a searching look.
You seem pretty well adjusted. Ain't that just the truth? So, how are you enjoying the joy? Yeah? I was just thinking the same sort of thing. So, you want to check this place out together? Strength in numbers and all that. It does, right? Before we head out, I've got more than a few tricks up my sleeve, so you'll have to pick which one I'll pull out if... when. Lately I've been into the enchanting arts, but I can shoot, slash, summon. Sounds fine. So, we're good to go? Yeah? Well, that was easier than I thought. And I'll do my best to stay myself. Lead the way. Well, no, or I wouldn't have joined up with you, would I? Don't worry. I'm sure your get-up will fool most people hook, line, and sinker. I'm sensitive. Knew who you were the moment you rolled up. So don't worry, and lead the way, your deadliness.
Amidst a crowd of screws, bolts, and scraps of metal, the woman is manipulating a glove-like contraption fitted with 5 long metal skewers. She doesn't look up as...
And what you after? I ain't. Just seeing how it's made. She's clever, Dallas.
She looks up.
You looking to buy something? Found it in the scrap heap not so long ago. We used to know each other back. Never knew her to be much of a wrench head back in the day, but once she joined the Order, she started turning out all manner of oddities.
She nods once.
You looking to buy something? Or do you just want to waste my time with a whole lot of questions? Oh, I don't know. She was a sweet soul, quiet, loved her family. Always seems people do change, don't they? Magic and metal, like most of Dallas's designs. Metal keeps it locked. Magic makes it work. That's all I know. For you? Hell no. Worthy is exactly the right word. You know, someone who's proven himself might earn my time of day. Speaking of all manner of things... Where's the oil? Where's the oil?
The woman looks up as you approach, wiping her brow with a grease-blackened hand.
What do you need? Come again? You another friend of Niles? I told that Magister freak to get back to his little dungeon in the keep, and I'll tell you the same. Now get the hell out of my face!
The woman looks up as you approach, wiping her brow with a grease-blackened hand.
What do you need? Bolted on there tight, ain't it?
As you approach the unsmiling Magister, Ifan catches your arm and speaks to you with some urgency.
I need to talk to this one for a few moments.
Ifan strides up to the Magister, speaking in a calm and controlled voice. Though you can't hear what he whispers, the Magister's face turns whiter than snow as he hands...
Don't! I'll give you the information.
Ifan walks back to you, leaving the quivering wreck of a Magister behind. When he catches your eye... Ifan catches you looking over at him. He raises his eyebrows.
What?
He barks a laugh, then shakes his head
I wanted some information. That Magister wanted to negotiate. I negotiated. Oh, it's just practice. All in the way you set your jaw, lad. I'll teach... I only do it when it's necessary. And it was necessary back there. He wanted me to kill someone. I didn't want to kill them. Being a little impolite seemed the least bad option. That's about the size of it for me, all right. And now that we agree, shall we agree to keep moving?
After reading the scrap of paper he took from the Magister, Ifan marks a spot on your map and looks out to the far horizon.
I'd say we're making good progress already, no?
Ifan shakes his...
I think you know enough about me for now.
Ifan nods and...
Hey. Hi. Ooh, so serious. What's up? Well, I was giving this concert up on Overlook Hill. There was a great crowd. They were really feeling it. But I guess it was too good. I had me a little sauce flare-up. Everyone went a bit... I snapped out of it before anyone got hurt, but the Magisters caught me back. At least I went down doing what I loved. Of course I do. What's your poison? A man after my own heart. I've got one in the works right now, actually. Been writing it on a hand harp, but I could try it unaccompanied.
Losa sways to the left and claps twice, as though clearing the air. Her eyes flutter. A faint hum moves with a rhythm low and clear. It sounds like a river, like a whistle, like...
Sorry, I'm rusty, I guess. You and me, oh, I can't. It's nothing. Let's keep moving. The sooner I find a way to get this bloody thing out of my head, the better. How very sweet of you to notice. I know, it's weird. One of the many side effects.
She drums on her forehead with 2 fingers.
They used to be blue. Oh well.
She bats her eyelashes at you in an exaggerated flutter, then bursts out laughing and...
Haha, character. I like that. If I can say nothing else for my current companion, at least I can say it. So what's it like, being alone in your head? Same story here. Nope. This one doesn't talk to me. It talks through me. You'll know it when you see it.
Who in their right mind would think of a thing like this?
Leave me. Go.
She smiles and reaches out as if to touch your arm, but pulls back at the last moment.
Sorry. I almost forget sometimes. I can't... can't wait to see what's next. To be done with this.
Bow your head, please! If we chant the endless prayer, the next divine will ascend! Haven't you heard? Bishop Alexander, the divine's own son, is God-woken. He will ascend. He will protect us from this darkness. Do not doubt that he will come into his powers at any moment, and then he shall ascend.
So, this is Fort Joy.
Heading into the kitchen? Don't try anything funny around, Griff. I'm watching you. Ha! Cheeky. What's your name? I'm Butter. Nice to meet you. You think? I was raised by the whip, and I'm not afraid to use. Joining up with Griff's the closest thing you can get to security around here. Family, too. Till the Reds take you, anyway. Everyone talks a big game when they get here. Big games get smaller when you've got one of their weapons in your face, though.
She laughs. The sound fills the air like the ringing of a bell.
Now, wouldn't that be something? Look, I have an idea. I know we don't know each other very well, but time is so short and the connection is so rare. If we get out of here, will you meet me again in Arcs?
She leans forward and grazes your cheek with her lips.
Until then. Need something in the kitchen, do you?
You there. You've just arrived, isn't that right? Are you quite alone? It's just, I've a proposition. Something very worth knowing. But it's hardly a group affair. In that case, listen up. You must think me mad to approach a stranger, but this camp is full of cowards and I'm running out of time. Fast. Too fast. Way too fast. I've been here a long time. Longer than anyone else. People get taken sometimes. Some folks say they get cured. I have a way out of here. It won't be easy, and I need... Are you interested? Believe whatever you want. This may be your only chance at leaving this place. Take it or don't. Attaboy. Who wouldn't? Finally someone with a little sense around here. The plan's simple. Completely foolproof. I have a spell that I can use to teleport you right out of here. I can't use it on myself, but with your help, we can both get out of here.
There's an artifact that you can use to teleport me out of this place. Then I can use my spell to free you in turn. This item, though, it's in quite an unfortunate... It's found its way into a nest of crocodilians on a secluded beach nearby. Here, give me your map and I'll show you where to go. Not enough to trouble a fine specimen such as yourself. Get that artifact, and you and I are as good as free. Go give those overgrown lizards...
Sweetheart?
Pipe down, Farah. It's time to accept A fella can't hear himself think with all this racket. Day and night she hollers after that child. You hear that, Farah? You got to cut that out. What's happened to ya? Aye, she needs help, but none that I can give. Matters a cooker, that one, and twice as loud. Distraught don't even begin to cover it. She's hollering after that child of hers, killed by a void woken she was. Been dead and buried for a month now. And there ain't no amount of hollering that'll bring her back.
He hasn't changed a bit. Always
I'm
late.
not mad, darling. Please, please, you must help me. No one here will help me. Not one of these bastards. A child is missing. My bet she was here. I'm sick with worry. Completely sick. And no one in this damn camp will lift a finger to help me find her. This place turns people cold. Cold and wicked. That fellow Jeth over there speaks unutterable evil, but I can't move away from it. Yes, of course. Here, you should take it with you. When you find her, give her the doll and tell her.
She soaks up a steady stream of tears.
She ought to come with you then. She ought to follow you back to me. You are an angel. Truly you are.
Frightfully busy at the moment, love. Haven't got any liquor on hand, have you? This fella could use a little comfort. All the worse for old Dane. He crossed one of Griff's card sharks and got a club to the skull. Doomed to be sure, but exactly. What were you thinking?
You think you're so fancy with your flashy abracadadoodle, don't you? Fat, who needs you? I caught a blow too many from those card-playing fatheads up on the ramparts. Why don't you take it? If they offer you a round of cards, this one guarantees you a win. It's called the Sparkler. Whoever's got it gets... Careful, though. If you ain't as skilled a fighter as me, you'll...
The old dog looks up at you but doesn't lift his greying head from his paws. He heaves a heavy sigh.
I'm Buddy. It's no use anyway.
The dog tentatively sniffs the offering, then grabs it between its teeth and swallows it.
You're nice. Emmy would have loved you. She was my mate for the last 7, carry the 2, plus 50. 5 years! The Magisters, they took her. I love you. Say, let me show you something.
Lucky for...
Oh, hey! Hey! I thought you might be Emmy. It's not he. What key? Oh, the key! If you find out where it leads, if you see Emmy, tell her I miss her. Not too far from here, but she was taken by a guy in a white robe who smelled horrible, like lots and lots of dogs, and also a little like dead people. He dragged her into the big castle just there. I think I love you.
Amid the squalor of Fort Joy, you suddenly spot an elf with diamond features, regal and radiant, but she was the one who sat rolling dice in the ship that went under. Decide her eyes are focused on a lizard some distance away, and you get the distinct feeling he's an unfortunate man indeed to be. No sooner have these words left your mouth than she turns about and grabs you in a stranglehold. You feel the tip of a long needle being—
You caught me off guard. No one catches me off guard. Better tell me who you really are, or this time, I'll let my needle do the licking. I see. It does so satisfy to have a purpose in life.
A push, a pivot, and now you suddenly face her. The needle still off. Despite the precariousness of your situation, you notice something that remained undetected in the gloom of the ship. A flaw in her diamond features. A curiously shaped scar on her left cheek.
Let me tell you, once upon a bad old time, a lizard cut this thing, but now I'm free. Of sorts. And I've traced that lizard here. I intend to raise the subject with him.
She drives the needle in deep.
In truth, it does not matter in the least who you really are. You saw me mark my prey. That makes you a liability. That makes you needle feed.
A bright sparkle of laughter followed.
Ha! How amusing. I admit I had not seen that. Make your case and do it quickly. Why should I join you? Escape. How you do tickle me. Most of the misguided deers around here would argue such a thing is impossible. Well played. Oh, little needle mine, what should I do? Push or pull? You know what? Today is a rather fine day. Sunshine and an easy breeze. Yes, I'm not quite sure the weather will save him.
With a casual flick of the wrist, she withdraws the needle from your neck and smiles, as if she just invited you to sit down for tea.
Yes, the needle did find you rather tough to chew. Then again, I already knew I'd have to put— This may strike you as, rather eccentric, but
She tilts her head ever so slightly and looks at you almost mockingly. You can't help but contemplate with both—
Yes, this will be jolly good fun. Let's discuss our respective roles then. You, me, and Death will be playing many a round of hide and seek. As a rogue, my speciality is stealth, the quick silence of the dagger striking unseen. That said, I'm perfectly lethal wielding any weapon or magic. So, the choice is yours. Suits me fine. Lead on, or better yet, let me take the lead. Then follow me.
You're not quite certain you'll ever sleep soundly with Sabine in any sort of proximity, but at least she's on your side, for the moment.
Your eyes brim with inquiry, so ask. In a final heartbeat. Why did you assume I wouldn't? Ha! As it happens, that invitation is why I let you live. Your flesh is weak. All flesh is weak. But your spirit remained strong as your flesh was being pierced. That I admire. I walked up to the quay, asked for the ship to Fort Joy, and declared myself a sorcerer. I'm here to hunt, remember? Here to play a game of tic-tac-terminate with a special certain someone.
one. Scram, snake face.
My name here. Got it.
Oh, excuse me. I'm very tired.
Just as you're about to address the lizard, the Red Prince bars you with an outstretched arm.
This man is a dreamer. As you know, I need a word with him. You may wait here while I... Permission indeed.
He bids the dreamer stand up and pay attention, which he does in a groveling and awkward manner. The dreamer then chews and swallows a handful of Drudene leaves before slipping into a trance-like state. He falls asleep. To your surprise, the Red Prince lies down and follows suit. After about half an hour, the Red Prince pinches the bridge of his nose in apparent irritation before turning his back on the jabbering dreamer. You receive a withering glance in response.
A deserved bit of sarcasm, I suppose. But though this stingtail fellow may be a less than stellar specimen in the firmament of dreamers, turns out I'm being hunted by an enemy I didn't know actually existed. The myth-shrouded House of Shadows. The dreamers, though, they're on my side. And they've visions of me on the throne. Of course it is. I was born with the promise of an empire, and that promise will be kept. But to keep it, I must find a second dreamer. A greater one, a more experienced traveler of the dream world. Bahara is her name, and she resides in the swamplands east of the fort. So, let us make...
You know, I could tell you all about swamp dreamers too if I chewed that much Drudene.
As you're about to approach the lizard, Sabine cups your chin between thumb and index finger, then guides your eyes to her...
Listen, I need to have a chat with this here morsel of flesh. He has wronged me once, but may just do right. But
to your surprise, Sabine proceeds to throttle the unsuspecting lizard with one hand as she drives the tip of her needle into his lower belly. You hear him yelp about the master, lone wolves, and a man called Griff. Then, quite suddenly, there's blood everywhere as Stingtail falls to the ground, face first into his own intestine. Sabine heaves a sigh of satisfaction, and as she wipes her needle clean, shoots...
Chat's over.
Demon elf! How dare you strike down a dreamer?
Sutton, something on your mind? It's simple. He scarred me, so I scarred him. Extensively.
She defies you with devilishly innocent eyes.
Can you blame me? There it is. I was wondering when your spying would make an appearance. Anyway, what's dead is done, so let's move on, shall we? Despite my high hopes, this scar disfigures me still. The search for the master continues, of course. Hungry work, the hunt. Stingtail mentioned a cook, as it happens. Fellow named Griff. 2 birds, 1 stone. How... A moment's pause. I had thought us too wicked for rest. My. I did get you all worked up, didn't I? Afraid you won't be able to sleep tonight.
She pulls her hand away, quickly and violently, as if bitten by a snake.
I'm sorry. I don't know why I did that. You see, there's triplets in my mind. The woman I am, like all sisters, they do tend to be at odds with one another from time to precious time. To erase the past, I must do just that. Erase it. You can see what I can do. What comes as easily as a morning's yawn or a rush of blood. This, you must accept. Thank you. How romantic a concession, to let a woman kill when she so pleases.
Yes, by all means, let us partake in the art of conversation. But that's the whole idea, I'm afraid. Even I myself thought it a myth. See, the ancient empire consists of 3 houses. The noble houses of war and dreams, and the upstart house of law. We of war rule the empire. Or so I thought. For if the warnings I was given are true, there's not only such a thing as the House of Shadows, it also pulls the strings, and it seeks to string me up first chance it gets. And you in me. Bah! I should whip her till she's as red-skinned as I am, then leave her for the birds to peck. There are broad waters between should and shall at the present, and I'm nothing if not a patient prince. It's forgiving that I've more trouble with. Still, you bewilder me just as much, don't you know? It was you who invited little Miss Needlework into the fold. Do you mean to tell me you're comfortable with what she's done? You understand her, do you? You understand that she murders a man because he did like he was bid. Don't let all that understanding of yours trump your comfort. She's dangerous. You've seen it.
Here you are. I wonder what keeps you. Tell me your tale. We are unfamiliar, yet familiar. We are the same material, so tell me. Tell me your tale. Start from the beginning. Start from where you come. I see, I see. Now tell me more. Tell me what you do. Tell me what you find. I understand. Now tell me how your story ends. To draw back the veil and see the truth is no simple task. To seek the unknown, maybe even the unknowable. We can see the things we lose, not with our eyes, but with our hearts. It is nothing. Many fragments swirl on my shore. See what I gather. I hope you love your bell, my friend. Its chimes help you find what you seek, or help what you seek find you.
I found you, didn't I? Red, they said. Red, then dead. Them that pay the bills, of course. I'll be a rich man when you're 6 feet under. Time's up, Your Highness. Let's... it's stabbing time.
Doesn't it?
Damned nuisance these assassins are. It's their frightful manners I mind the most, really. Well, that was rather fun, wasn't it? I do find it ever so invigorating to cut a cutthroat's throat. Oh, one gets used to this kind of thing so quickly. This is hardly the first time someone's filled some poor fool's purse and bid him kill the prince. I'll tell you what, though. The House of Shadows will have to do a lot better if it's all those bumblers they've sent so far mark a mere insult to my sword.
And out, and in again.
The woman looks out on the gently lapping waves. She seems totally at peace, but as you approach, she turns to you with a
Haven't seen you around here before. New? Well, don't worry too much if you have a hard time settling it. You here alone?
She gives you a long look.
You keep them friends of yours close, eh? Some of us haven't got anyone at all. Not much in this world someone you love can't make better. Used to be I had a family. A husband and a little boy. Then they brought us here. I couldn't stop them from taking my boys from me when they did. Reckon they were cured. Now I'm just waiting for him to call my name. Waiting, and...
Her eyes sparkle.
Kind of you to ask. Stefan, he was my little one. Smart as a whip and no less wicked.
She talks for some time about birthdays, about Felix's prickly beard, about joy radiates from her as she remembers. She places...
What a gift to think of them. I'd like to give something to you too. A family recipe. One of Felix. Take care of yourself. You hear? You're a sweet one.
Tides in and out and in again. Patience now. Patience. Patience. Cowrie, cockle, clam.
Come on, you stubborn hunk of garbage.
The dwarf's fingers clamp around a splintered chunk of wood nailed to the skeleton of an old ship.
Ah! Eh? Oh, that. Won't be my first or last. Reckon I might have had a harder time of it without your help, though. Bravery on the high seas is rewarded. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got business to attend.
The dwarf spits into each of his calloused palms and rubs them together.
Bleeding nail must be... sharp. Go on then, give it a go.
You grab the plank and pull. The rusted nail pops loose, and the plank...
Oh, look at that. Nice of you to finish the job after I... loosened her up.
He winks and flips a gold coin toward you. It makes a long, high arc, glinting in the sun, and lands squarely in your...
For your trouble. No, but I'd hoped to build something with it that would be worth 1,000. Yeah, we're a fool's errand thinking I...
He sucks a finger and holds it up to the wind.
Winds like these, she would have capsized before she reached the break. Well, on to plan B.
He gives you a wry look, as though deciding whether to trust you.
Aye, was planning to build me a raft and paddle off. I've got business north of here, in a town called Driftwood. Far be it from me to miss an appointment. Why don't we make a deal then? You help me get out of this place, and I'll do the same for you. That's the spirit.
He lifts an invisible cap and bows with the grace of a...
Pleased to make your acquaintance. The name's... well, the name's dead and buried. What matters is what they call me. Well, that's quite the story now. Let's save it for a better day. Say when we finally make it off this damn island. Suffice to say, I'd at least be Captain Beast in better times. I'm out of a ship at the moment, though. Even a salty old dog like me's got... Anyhow, we're a team now, so the me... Let's get down to brass tacks. I've been up and down the realm so often it'd make your cabbage spin, and I picked up a few tricks along the way. Truth be told, I've grown fond of crushing and casting. Then it's settled. Capital! Well, that's that sorted. Onward then. I've got to get out of here, and soon. And I suppose you do too. One like you mean? No skin off my nose. More rum for me. You carry it off very well, by the by. But old Beast's been around the block and there's no fooling him. Now, onward! Not drawing many winning cards of late, but I won't be crying over it. Sailed away from my last island prison scot-free. No reason I can't do it again. You noticed that, eh? Well, I'm a lot of things, but subtle ain't. So, there's some things you ought to know about me. I'm sort of... kinda royalty. I mean, anywho, let's just get it out there. I'm a bastard. The literal. To make an overlong story over short, I started the rebellion and got caught and exiled to an island prison.
Like Fort Joy, but 10 times worse. I would have died there too, if one of Justinia's ships hadn't sailed so. Then I came upon the Victory. Nice ship. The royal sailors walked the plank as well as you could hope for. And that's where I found the notes. Right there in the open. I'm no pirate. I just play the part. I prefer revolutionary. Now let's see how quick I can tell you the rest. Queen Justinia's ordered some dwarf named Lohar to ambush a ship called the Peacemaker and take its cargo. Whatever's on it, she's used. So, yeah, hoping to find this Lohar fellow and stop the Operation Downfall thing. And there you have it. Tangent-free. Mostly. Well... So, you read through it all, which means you know what I'm up against. Not much more than the paper told you, but it's enough to know I've got to stop Justinia. She's got the rebellion in her sights. My comrades, my friend. Listen up. The Queen was a good woman once, and I'm a bastard cousin, so I would know. Come rainy days, we'd sail paper boats, and then Queen Laura died, and it was Justinia's turn. The Divine Order was growing, and the lizards were on the move. First it was just flags, the royal insignia always flapping in my... Then it spread. You say a good word about Lucian, and you just disappeared. Artists were cleared from the streets, replaced by... There was no way to live. Me and the others...
Shadows of the past cloud his bright eyes.
A storm is brewing, we can be sure of that. But I'm just as sure the sky will clear after. The gulls will come back to perch and the sun will dry our faces. That peace...